And today on Bobby Learns, I'm going to try to see why my webcam is not hooked up. Right now I am looking at here I'll put on both monitors. Okay, that seems to work. And today's 2-liter takedown is Diet Mountain Shoutin'. So if you've got your own drink, feel free to take a sip with me. What I want to do here is when my player gets created, I'm actually going to create some spheres and drop them on the game board. Level 5, and Control D duplicate it for turning it into level 6. And let's see, what can I remember? Game object dot create. So what I would have liked to have done is not create a primitive, but create one of my prefabs. I'm going to actually go back and learn more about creating the prefabs instead of creating the primitive objects. Primitive objects being a cube, a sphere, stuff like that. But I actually want to create objects that are of type obstacle, and then have it instead be a sphere or an oblong sphere. Set my prefab ahead of time so that it's inside the object. I think I actually am not going to do it this way. So I was putting it on the player, but now knowing that I need to do it so that I have to drag my prefab onto the object, I'm going to do that through this the game manager. Oh, yeah, I actually need to assign the prefab. That was a good error message by Unity. Game manager, and prefabs, and my obstacle. All right, my prefab. Boom. What? Oh, okay. So my issue actually was that my obstacle prefab already has rigid body on it. Rigid body means that it's affected by gravity and other interactions. I simply didn't notice it falling down. Okay. I'm generating a random number between -7 and +7. That's going to be my x position, so that's where it is that way on my path. Now I want to say somewhere between where the player is and the end of the board. And then I'm going to have them fall from the sky. So I want my y to be pretty large. Okay, so I already know that my player starts at 0 for the later levels. On the earlier level, I think at least, yeah, so on earlier levels, my z position is negative. But for the later levels, my z starts at 0 for the player. All right. So now I'll set my z position, random range, and I want to go, I don't want to have it drop on the player, so I'm going to start with 20. And go to 60. So that should be in my general game area. All right, and I want to instantiate my prefab with xpos. That says zpos. My proper y for my fall height, and then zpos. And now it should be different every time. So let's just see what happens. See if it works. It'll work first time, of course. There, it's falling over there. Okay. Okay. Falling way back there. Falling way back there again. Okay. Exploder's gone. So how many do I want to put in there? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want 10 more blocks, and they are going to be randomly placed. That should do it. All right. It is now 10:14. Two-liter takedown complete.